Hey guys, it's Shane Manning, Shane Guns with Thunder Promotion. What's up, guys?
How's it going?
All right, this is Pullback from Dallas Fort Worth. Let's introduce everybody.
Chris Carnage, drums.
I'm Fernando. I play the lead guitar.
Lou Morris, vocals, and I attempt guitar every now and then. Craig Ashley Bell, bass guitar.
All right, so let's start with the drummer here, and we're going to talk about how you got into music, your influences, things like that.
How I got into music, the first time I played drums was, he said low. I guess I'll start over. How I got into music, first time I played drums was at a Hard Rock Cafe with one drumstick. Fast forward a few years, I had a starter kit where I warped all the cymbals to where they all look like China's. And then started talking to Lou shortly after I graduated high school. Been in this band ever since. Also, kind of, sort of, but not really in Love Sick Drug as well. Influences: Chris Adler, formerly of Lamb of God, and Mario Duplantier of Gojira are my primary influences.
Nice.
Play more with feet than I do hands because I'm not very strong with the hands, as these gentlemen will, I'm sure, elaborate on.
He's got the foot game. Oh, yeah. What was the question?
Sorry. Fernando, being the lead guitarist, what got you into music game? What are your influences?
Music. I don't know what got me into music, but I was always a music person, I guess. I was in band in high school and stuff. I played the saxophone. I can read music and stuff. So
You play the saxophone? We need to put some sexy.
if I get a saxophone, I know the notes and stuff, but what got me playing guitar, I think, was the November Rain video.
Oh, yeah.
When Slash got the helicopter shot and he was just wailing and stuff. I was like, that is badass. His hair was flying everywhere. And I was like, that's pretty kick-ass. So,
exactly.
but that's not my influence. Dimebag's my influence. Slash is number 2. Chamarello, I love his funky stuff. Lamb of God, those guys they're all over the neck and stuff.
Yeah.
But they got a groove also. But Dimebag is like the grooviest dude I know. They got that shirt on,
exactly.
the necklace and stuff. So that's pretty much it. Eddie Van Halen, of course, is everybody's guy and stuff. And that's his dude. But that's about it, man.
All right, Luke. You being a founding member of Pullback, let's talk about how Pullback came to be.
That came to be?
Yeah.
COILBACK started off with a band I joined called Liquor Goat originally, and I was just doing vocals for it.
Right.
And they just kind of wanted to do covers.
Yeah.
And I came in and I'm like, I can write songs and stuff like that. So, but the band wasn't great. Like the lead guitar player was pretty bad. His timing sucked and everything else. And I felt weird being like the lead vocalist, but I could play better than the lead guitar player. So I was cueing him in the studio and stuff.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting a real bad attitude anyway and everything else. So the band split up, and I told the guys, I was like, how about I just take up rhythm guitar and we do a different band where we can just write our own stuff.
Right.
And so we did COILBACK, and that founded in 2000, like the back end of 2000, right on December 2000. First place we played was The Rock down on Main. Now it's the Texas Tea Room. And then Fort Worth, we did Tattoo Bar.
Right.
And so that's kind of our first haunts to start with. And then we went through a few, like basically Vlad Cadillac, Steve Chapman. I worked with him the most originally. He was at a Liquor Goat, and he moved over to bass. He passed away a couple years ago. But yeah, he moved out, and then I got some new guys in, and it kind of turned into almost like a 9 Inch Nails thing where we had a rotating amount of players because everybody would move all the time for jobs or whatnot. And so I ended up even moving and working for Disney for a little while.
Oh, nice.
I came back, and I wanted to do something completely different. I'm like, I'm not good on the COILBACK thing. It was too hard. Everybody moved. It's going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And his dad contacted me and said, my son plays drums. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, well, he's looking for a band. I'm like, okay, well, so I said, send him my way. So he's done it. I told him, I'm like, okay, I'm in the middle of moving. So if you bother to learn the songs, because drummers are hard to come by that are not in 50 bands.
Right.
And so I was like, if you bother to learn the songs, then screw it. Sure, I'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Sure enough, I bring him over there. He learned them all, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm on the hook now. Crap.
There you go.
And so then, we started auditioning. I think he was probably like the third guitar player that came in, but the only one that bothered to learn the songs.
Yeah.
Like
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
How far after was I when he came? Any idea?
Not much longer, like a month, maybe a month or two. Yeah, it wasn't much. Because basically, as soon as he did it, I'm like, well, I guess we got to find people now. So the bass player was the hardest one, but so, yeah, these guys, besides me, have been the longest running in COILBACK.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those things that basically I kind of took it as I wanted to be able to write anything we wanted to.
Right.
I didn't want to just go, we have to be metal or we have to be rock.
Right.
I kind of like the Alice Cooper thing where he writes what he feels like.
Yeah.
If it's a good song, it's a good song.
Right.
So these guys are really good and flexible about that. I can throw something at them and they usually can figure it out pretty easily and get the vibe of it. So yeah, we're 26 years of doing it now total for the band, but obviously I'm the only one that's been doing it for 26. But these guys are coming up on 15, something like that. 14 or 15. So yeah, I mean it's tough keeping an original band going. So
I understand.
all right,
Craig.
band.
Craig and I go back a ways.
Oh yeah.
We go back about, I don't know, about what, 6, 7 years, I guess.
I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, I'm sorry for you guys.
No, Shane, you were one of the guys that was with me in that room when I woke up from my dirt nap, and I always remember that.
Yeah.
You and Jerry and everybody else, thank you so much.
Yeah. You're welcome. So as a bass player, I kind of know, I kind of know how you play and what you play. But give me some of your influences growing up.
Okay. I was 12 years old. I heard Black Sabbath come from my brother's room.
Yeah.
It was a song called Sweet Leaf. And I fell in love with it. And after that, I heard After Forever. And that bass just got me right here. And ever since then, I've been chasing Geezer's sound. I've never been able to achieve it. I've just decided to be the best me I possibly can be.
Yeah.
And keep up with these guys right here. And here about 2.5 years ago, these guys scooped me up. And definitely appreciate that. Been loving it ever since. But just love life, love music. I love you guys. I love God.
Very cool.
Geezer, that's it.
Geezer, so many bass players out there that just so many to mention. Geddy Lee, I gave up on sounding like Lemmy long ago, but
I mean, you bring up a Jocko. I mean, come on.
I never was in the Jocko. I never was in the Jocko, really. I only heard about Jocko when I started reading bass magazines. So everyone expects me to say, "Oh yeah, Jocko Pastores," but I had never heard of him until I picked up bass.
Yeah. Of course, Jocko was more jazz than anything.
True.
So,
Yeah, Weather Report was an amazing band. It's just not my thing.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, I love it.
If you listen really close, you can hear a lot of Bootsy Collins in its work. So.
I was going to say that, or Clarence Carter.
Yeah, we need to get him the glasses, and then I think the go-go boots, and we're good to go.
Here's Bootsy in him. So that one was stay in the middle.
All right.
Stay in the middle. So let's talk about the writing process.
All right.
When you have an idea in your head, is it a collaborative effort, or does like somebody bring a riff or a lyric or a beat?
It's a little bit of everything. I mean, it's one of those things that a lot of times I'll come with a fairly complete song because I'll have a riff or something like that. But I'm very big on I want everybody to collaborate.
Yeah.
I always tell them it's like I brought you on because I want you to do your job.
Right.
So I want, if it's a drum part, I want him to come up with a drum part.
Right.
Unless it's something specific dynamics, I might be just that one bit going, well, we need to build here.
Right.
But otherwise, I tell him, I'm like, if you don't hear me going, ugh, it's fine.
Right.
It's like, it's one of those things that I know everybody's working them out all the time. So it's one of those things, it's like, if it doesn't stand out, because obviously I'm trying to mess with my stuff too.
Right.
So if nothing sounds wrong, then cool, I'm good with it. But I want everybody to be able to put their flavor on it.
Yeah.
So I'll come in, just give him the rhythm riff, and he'll just come up with fills and leads and stuff. And like I said, if nothing sounds offensive, which rarely it does.
I was going to say that as the lead, when he filled in and he did his thing on the solos and stuff, that was absolutely amazing. Seriously.
Here, talk about
Today?
solos.
Today, Today I was ass today. I'm sorry, but I didn't like my performance. My guitars were shit, and I'm not gonna shit on myself. But normally I'm on. But this guy, he's good and stuff. But
I mean, being shit's kind of on brand for us.
but
we always say, if you keep your expectations
yeah,
low,
my expectations.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
My expectations are really low when I play, but I try to bring the energy. I'm the one that's doing stuff on stage,
tearing his ACL.
jumping around. Yeah, I tore my ACL at Halton Theater and before COVID, and I finished the show, but it was awesome. And
He kept playing though.
yeah, I just
Well, hearing you guys for the first time live, I kind of feel like there's a very tight chemistry between all of you. Craig being the new member, and what he brings to the table just really kind of brings it all together.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that I'm very big on. When we bring somebody in, the personalities have to click.
Right.
Because it's one of those things. I've played with some really good players
Yeah.
that are just douchebags.
Right.
And it's just so you don't even want to do it.
Yeah.
It's just like it's no fun for you.
Right.
The creative process is just crap and everything else. Because I've been a hired gun. I've played with a lot of different bands and stuff like that. So it's just one of those things that I'm not going to name names, but I like Joey C. Jones, for instance.
Right.
I was supposed to play with him right before he passed. We were in rehearsals and everything else. It kind of went to crap.
Yeah.
But there was some difficult chemistry and there with some of the players.
Right.
And it was just one of those things that even Joey was getting kind of annoyed with it, going like, what's your problem? And so it just takes all the fun out of it. And I mean, it's not like we're making a ton of money doing this. So it's got to at least be fun.
Right.
And so it's just one of those things that, so like with Craig and Fernando and Chris, like everybody gets along. It's like everybody hangs and we're just all kind of mellow and stuff like that. Yeah. It's like nobody's got a huge ego to where, oh no, it's got to be my way. Like it's always what's good for the song. And when we're on stage, we're just up there having fun. We're just messing around.
And I noticed that camaraderie that you guys have, because you're working off him, he's working off you, Craig's working off you, Craig's working off you, and you. It's just watching the whole dynamic.
To us, I mean, nobody wants to watch a band just sit up there and just do poses.
Right.
If you're having a good time, everybody else is having a good time.
Right.
But if you don't look like you want to be up there, then everybody else is miserable too.
Yeah, exactly. So, you guys have been playing out here lately, or no? Have you been playing out here lately?
Basically, we're trying to. Yeah, we're playing out, but we try to do gigs that matter, so to speak.
Okay.
Is what I say. Like we did Cult Classic Convention early this year. Right. It puts us in front of some people that normally wouldn't see us because we're on the club circuit and stuff like that. Right. I'm good friends with Lyle from Ghoultown, so I've learned a lot from him because I've known him for 20 some odd years. I've guest spotted with Ghoultown and stuff like that, and so I've watched him kind of like, hey, don't just play to play. Right. Go out there, do the ones that count. Because the problem is, you play too much, people get used to, you know what, I'll catch them the next time.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've watched so many bands do that where they'll play in the same place with the same set every 2 or 3 weeks, and you watch the crowds just start shrinking. It's a big ask these days, especially in the economy and stuff, to pay for parking, cover, all that stuff. So to get them to go, hey, do this every 2 or 3 weeks for me, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's not going to work. I've worked with a lot of bands in regard to where to play, and what they do when they play. It's like you say, play the ones that are important. Play the ones that need something, like where there's people there, we're going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. This is the first time for us as COILBACK to play Three Links.
Right.
And it's one of those things, we played Trees, we played Halton, we played. Right. I mean, I personally have played most of the major rock clubs down here just in my time span. And it's just one of those things that it's just like, they started looking for bands. It's like, okay, this might be a good foothold to get in because you kind of want a home club where you can kind of, they're always going to trust you to bring a good show and everything else. And since I work with Cindy with Azure Fire 13 and stuff now, we're trying to see if we can try to help bands learn the proper way how shows should go.
Yes.
No more of these predatory promoters that are going to sit there and tell you, oh, you need to pay me to play. It's your privilege. It's like, no, you're the talent. You're the guys that are supposed to. They wouldn't have anybody coming in if you weren't there.
Yeah, exactly.
But so many of these promoters want to line their pockets now and rip all these bands off and tell them, oh, no, it's a privilege for you to come on my stage. It's like, that's BS.
The way I look at it, it's a privilege to have a good band on your roster, if you will, and just book the show for them. That's what you got to do.
Exactly. I mean, these 3 bands tonight, they're all young bands.
Yeah.
And I always try to help them because it's like, I know what it was like starting out.
Yeah.
It's hard to get in a good lineup and stuff like that. And especially because they're young, these predatory promoters do come after them.
Yes.
And so it's like, I try to show them, it's like, this is the way it should work.
Yeah.
You should get paid if you do the job.
Right.
And everything runs smoothly. Everybody knows what they're doing.
Yep.
Goes off with it. Everybody has a good time. It's a good vibe and everything else. It's not drama and rumors and people trying to start crap, which has been a lot of this scene, sadly. So we're trying to do our best to at least walk the walk and go, look, we're going to try to bring in our friends, bring in bands that we like, put them in front of people. Because, all these bands, Diavola, they're young. And, oh, my God, they're so talented. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Recurring Drowning, good friends with the lead singer. I did a movie with them.
Yep.
Good, solid metal band there. And Cinnabite, they're friends of ours and stuff like too, and they're getting started with their industrial stuff.
Right.
And so he's only got a few shows under his belt.
They're young. They don't have that experience yet, of working with different promoters, different venues.
Yeah.
Like that. You got a band like you guys are willing to take them under your wing, kind of show them the ropes. I think that's great.
Yeah, exactly. I try to show them it's like, it should be collaborative. It shouldn't be competitive where it's like, oh, we got to start crap and tear them down so we look better. It's like, no, we can all work together and have a good time.
Yeah.
There's enough room for everybody.
Yeah.
But so many people now, it's button heads and it's ridiculous. And so we're trying to show them something different while still going out and having fun ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. When you've got a band like you guys that are willing to do that for these younger bands, that's the most awesome thing, I think, because then they get the senior experience, if you will. Because I know you've been around a long time. Craig's been around a long time.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have been around a long time. So I know you know the business. And I know you know how to work the business to your advantage.
Oh, yeah.
And pass that along to the younger bands, or the current bands. And as long as they'll listen to you, as long as they'll listen to you and take in what you say, that's a very valuable lesson for them.
Oh, yeah. I always say, look, you don't have to take everything I say as gospel.
Right.
I'm going to lay the info in front of you. What you decide to do with it's up to you.
Right.
And some of them go out and go, oh, I think I got to figure, and they realize, oh, yeah, you were right. Okay. And so it's one of those, everybody's got their own path. Right. But I want to at least give them as much info and try to show them the experience and stuff to go, look, this is how it should be. This is how it should work, And so once they see that, then when they see something crap, they're like, yeah, I'm not working with them because they suck.
Yeah.
I know better now that it doesn't have to be like that.
Right.
So, yeah, it's important that the young bands all have a chance to get up there. And we have bands that we've played with that we've known for years, too.
Yeah.
But I'm very big on trying to give people some of their first shows and stuff.
Right. Well, it's like I've been doing this for 12 years. So I kind of know what I'm doing, know what I'm doing. But, like Cinnabite, I invited them on for an interview as well next week.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
just to give them the opportunity to be heard.
Yeah, no, they're great. They're great guys. I've watched him. He started with like a Project X thing, and then it went to Cinnabite. And it's like, they're trying to bring like the hardcore industrial back and stuff like that. And it's one of those things, just watching the last time I saw him to now, there's a vast improvement.
Yeah.
So they're working it out. And they're young guys, so they got all the time in the world. I remember some of the stuff I did I thought was amazing. You go back later and go, oh, yeah, maybe not so much. Yeah. But then you work it out. You go, okay, I know where I need to change or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm always real big, too. I try to video them. Every band tonight, I try to do 2 full videos of songs so they have something to promote with and stuff like that. So I'm very big on, I know what it's like to need stuff to put on social media and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm very big on that, too, is okay, I'm going to go out there, try to give them some stuff they can use so they can continue on. And like I said, if they decide, hey, we don't want to work with you anymore, that's fine. That's fine.
Exactly.
Everybody's got their own thing. They ain't got to just play with us all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So when are your next upcoming shows?
Right now, we're we've got some stuff in the works. I don't know if we're going to do anything else in town this year, possibly. We've got a few dates that may or may not we do because the problem is the 3 of us, are in Lovesick Drug, although he's kind of not quite in Lovesick Drug.
Right.
And so it's always a balance because like 2 weeks ago, Lovesick Drug played here.
Right.
And so that's a whole different band. Like that's where I kind of do all my Eddie Van Halen stuff and everything else. This is more of my Metallica stuff on this one. And so sometimes it's like, well, we want this band or we want this band, and if they can't get it, because problem with Lovesick Drug is 3 of us work in movies. Me, Billy Blair, and Aaron.
Right.
And so, like, Billy right now is in New Mexico filming a movie. So it's hard to get us all free at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. I understand that.
So a lot of times, some of them will go, you know what? Screw that. We'll take COILBACK. And then sometimes they're just like, oh, I actually enjoy that, so screw it. You guys come back. So it's kind of one of those things that we may play one more here this year, but we're probably going to play one in Austin. I can't say where yet because they're working out a date.
Right.
And that's probably going to be mostly it. We're trying to get in and start writing our new album. And that's a problem. When you're playing too much, you're always rehearsing for the gigs.
Right, exactly.
So I always tell the guys our off season runs from Thanksgiving to Valentine's. Because I'm like, the weather sucks.
Right.
Everybody's broke. Everybody can't come out. And everything else. So that's when I get the guys on. So it's like, go hang out with your families. Go sit.
Yeah.
If you got something to write or whatever. So basically, all the way up to that point, we'll probably be mostly writing, and then hit it hard next year to promote the new stuff and start playing a few more places.
And I think that's a good formula too. You hit the off season. It's cold. It's cold. You know, storming. It's snowing. Ice over. Nobody will come out doing that stuff.
Yeah, it's Texas. You never know. It's like 1 minute it's like, oh, the weather's great, and then ice storm. So, and it's like I said, it's just so hard to get people to come out. So it's just, that's been our tradition. It's just like, take some time off, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Because you don't get burned out as quick either.
Right.
When you come back, you're like ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thank you guys for this interview today, and I thoroughly enjoyed the show. Great set. You know, really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you so much for coming out too, man.
Yeah, thank you again, and we look forward to new stuff coming up next year when you get it all done, and we're really looking forward to that.
Get some new shit going, man.
Yeah, just keep in touch, and we'll get
Heavier shit.
You know, we'll get it on the air.
Hopefully.
You know, on the radio show.
Definitely, and once again, thank you for doing stuff like this for the dance too, because anything to try to get out there and to get in front of people, it always helps.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So yes, definitely thank you for this as well.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. Until next time, I'm Shane Guns. Bye-bye.